house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 20 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Colleen Jackson. Colleen, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it and think you're awesome. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day like Colleen, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Also, check out the latest episode of Big Brother 20 Puppet Theater. It is now up on YouTube. It's live, episode 10. We had fun with this one, so make sure you check it out and let us know what you think. Alright, so when we left off yesterday, the house guests were waiting for the veto competition to start, and it was a long wait. And they were so freaking bored. They're playing Heads Up 7-Up like it's freaking second grade in there. They're sliding a beanbag around the table. Sam and JC were making a chocolate pie. And then after a while, a bunch of them were just sleeping. They were just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed, whatever. So the feeds finally went down for the POV comp just before 8 p.m. Everyone was playing this one except for JC. So when Big Brother After Dark came on, we got to see JC alone in the HOH room for a little while. He was not in a good mood. First of all, he's bored. He's bored as hell. Second, he's a have-not. And he was locked in that HOH room, surrounded by Casey's snacks that he could not enjoy until after midnight, because that's when have-nots were over for the week. So he kept asking Big Brother, like, is it midnight yet? Are you going to tell me when it's midnight? So they said, no, it's not midnight yet, but yes, they're going to tell him. And he just kept asking, is it midnight yet? So after a while, I think it was just too painful to air that, so they turned that off and we're just showing like best of Be Bad. The feeds returned at 12:10 a.m. Have-nots are done. But also, Casey won the power veto again. That's 3 weeks in a row. Fessy is shook right now. He's quaking in that freaking jury house. Remember what a D he was when Casey won her first one? And he's like, oh, I know you just won your first power veto, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. It was Big Brother comics, and I'm not sure what everyone's comics were yet, so we'll see when it's on the show. I heard them talking about it a little bit, but I don't want to, like, give you guys wrong information, so I guess we should probably just wait. But guess what? Casey, not only did she win this competition, she freaking smashed this competition. She got them all right on the first try. She only had to look at them once. Like, she only went through the setup once. They had to like hold on to this helicopter, I guess that was the zip line, and they had to cross like a spinning balance beam. So it sounded like a lot of fun. They all seemed to really have a good time with it. She finished the competition in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. I believe the previous record was like 11 something minutes. That's wild. So not only did Casey win, but level 6 took the top 4 spots in the competition. What? I think it was Casey, Tyler, Brett, and then Angela. I don't know what their times were, but Sam's time was like 15 something minutes, and then Haley, this was a must win for her. Her time was over 18 minutes. So she finished last. Nobody timed out though, so good for them. But Haley was really upset with herself for sucking so bad. Honestly though, she was taking it pretty well considering she wasn't like going all over the place crying and stuff. I mean, she may have been crying alone in her bed for a little bit, but she wasn't like having a meltdown. But she's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to pack my stuff up again. It's my own fault for sucking. That makes me sad. So then Casey and Sam were in the HOH room. Casey lets her know, you're good this week. Sam asks, what does that mean? So Casey says, like, it means you're good. It means she's safe this week. She's not the target. So Casey even gave Sam a beer. She did not give Haley a beer. Alright, so then later, level 6 was all celebrating Casey's power veto win, but it was like a slow clap because first it was just Casey and Angela alone in the HOH, so they're just like, then Brett comes in, and then Tyler comes in. So they're all together celebrating, drinking Casey's beers, and the plan is still the same. Casey wants to leave the nominations the same. Haley goes this week, which means the whole jury house will be the Hive Alliance. Oh my god. Has that ever happened before? I can't remember, but like to have a whole alliance taking up all the jury spots so far, that's crazy. So moving past that, they're really hoping and anticipating that this week is going to be a double eviction, which it is. They say that they're planning on taking out Sam next, and then it'll just be the 4 of them with JC, and JC goes. So that's what they're saying, but I think it could get a little interesting depending on who wins this double eviction. Like, if Brett wins HOH, is he going to follow that, or is he going to make some sort of move? I don't know. I honestly don't know what Brett would do, so it's going to be interesting. So then Casey and Tyler were chatting alone. It was like 3 in the morning. And Tyler's like, yo, I don't know where JC gets the balls to say this, especially to me. But he said to me that Angela is leaving during the double eviction on Thursday. And JC is convinced that he has convinced Brett and Sam to put up Casey and Angela together and then get rid of Angela. So Tyler's like, he's trying to convince me to do it too by saying all these other people are doing it, and he says he can't even contain his anger. He's so pissed that JC is even proposing this idea to him. So Casey's like, whoa, he is ballsy for saying that. So on the other hand, Casey is not convinced that JC would actually do that if he was the HOH. She's like, oh no, he wouldn't put me up. He's always pushing the LGBT thing with me. Yeah, he's going to say that to you because you're in power, but like if JC was in power, he's going to do what he wants. So Tyler tells Tyler tells Casey that JC is just BSing her. That's not for real. So Tyler says, I'm not saying that we should target JC next, but we need to be prepared if JC wins HOH, because then if he does put up Casey and Angela, Tyler is hoping to win the power veto, take one of them down, force JC to put Sam up, and then they vote her out. But like, that's a lot of moving pieces, right? Okay, so then Casey's like, listen, Haley's going, then Sam, and then JC, end of story. And she says there's no way that JC has Brett. Honestly, I don't know where Brett stands, but Casey is in denial because she doesn't even think it's a possibility. She's like, no, Brett's a Capricorn like me. He's going to stay loyal to the Alliance. She can't even fathom anybody from level 6 going against the Alliance. I think that's naive. I really do. I mean, I think they've got a great thing going. They've won a lot of competitions, made a lot of really awesome moves, but you gotta expect your own alliance to turn on itself when you get to the end here. Not everybody is like freaking Derek and Cody gonna go to the end together. It's not always gonna happen like that. That's like the exception to the rule. So Tyler is still saying, I don't know about Brett. He would feel a lot more comfortable if Brett was more open about what JC says to him, because he's getting all this information coming in from JC saying that Brett wants to take out Angela, blah, blah, blah. But he's not getting that same information from Brett. Brett is holding back a lot, so he's not sure if Brett is serious about it or if he's like trying to make sure that nobody freaks out. But he doesn't want to have to be the one to bring it up with Brett, because that would look pretty crappy, like, oh, I don't trust you. So Tyler's pretty nervous about that. But they're still not going to tell Angela about the potential danger here because they don't want her to freak out. I feel like they should probably tell her at this point. There's not a lot of game left here. They should probably tell her. But they feel like it's such a low chance that JC would win HOH that they're not really going to worry about it right now. So then Casey was saying that she can't wait until they get to the final 5 so that they can tell JC about level 6. Oh my god, that reminds me so much of what was that alliance called with the 4 dudes and they tell Brittany like, you're not in it. Is it the 4 Horsemen? I couldn't remember if it was that one or that was like really old. I don't know. But the one with Brittany and Lane, and they're like, yeah, we're getting rid of you because we're all in an alliance. That's what that would be like. JC would not react well to that, and Tyler knows that. He says JC is going to be so pissed because I've lied to him so many times saying that I'm not working with all you guys. So he's worried that when that happens, he's not going to get JC's vote anymore. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how JC would vote as a juror. But that's pretty much it, guys. There's not really anything happening right now. Power veto ceremony is tomorrow. And we'll see. They're all sleeping in now because they had a late night last night. But I'm assuming Haley will at least talk to Casey about potentially using the veto because, like, she has to, right? Sam, who knows? She's just doing Sam things. And that's where we're at. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.